今天的来宾是唐化生医 Boncha Bio 的创办人跟 CEO Corina 黄，她也是今年 Cartier Women Initiative 东亚区的得主。那在今天这个单元，我们会谈到她从申请到得奖的过程，还有以英语是非母语的角度，分享她练习这个语言的一些经验跟很实用的技巧。Hello， 欢迎来到 Executive Plus 主管双语沟通力的 Podcast。我们希望带给大家最实用的沟通工具，包括了成功人士对全球市场的分享、职场英语的技能、跨文化沟通技巧与其他能帮助您成为出色领导者的工具。Hi, I'm Sherry, founder of Executive Plus. As a language trainer and certified coach, I've trained hundreds of managers from Fortune 500 companies such as Dior, Google, Deloitte, and Yahoo.And
I'm Nick, Director of Communication Strategy at Presentality.I've helped startups raise millions of US dollars in funding and train the executives of publicly listed companies to present on the global stage.
Welcome to the Executive Plus podcast,
where you can take your communication and language skills from good to great.
我们今天非常的幸运邀请到 Corina， 那唐化生医的创办人跟 CEO， 也是今年 Cartier Women Initiative 东亚区的得主。Cartier Women Initiative 是个国际女性创业家的计划，那透过申请，创业家会通过很多关的简报，还有跟评审的问答，每一区就会选出一位的得主，所以过程非常的不容易。那因为这是国际性的比赛，所以全程都是用英文。那可能很多人会想说，那你一定要在国外待非常的久，才有办法有这样的成绩。那但是不是哦 Corina 她是透过非常努力的练习才达到这样的成果。所以让我们今天来聊聊她是如何达到的。So welcome Corina.
Hello, hi Nick and Sherry. Thank you for having me. And also, hi Andrew.
Hello.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Corina and I'm a serial entrepreneur and the Boncha Bio is my third venture. And so we aim to revolutionize the preventive medicine by ending the trade-off between the taste and efficacy. So I love to turn the complicated problem into the simple solutions. That's why I keep running the business.
所以大概讲一下，这个是 Corina 第3家创立的公司。
对，
非常不容易。所以如果你可能够稍微解释一下，你的这个产品最特别的地方是在哪里呢？
唐化生医其实是在提供友善的糖果胶囊，然后我们是把营养成分包覆在糖果胶囊里面，我们是用纳米的科技去做，这样子可以帮助这些对于吞咽胶囊或定剂有问题的朋友或者是消费者的话，他们能够更顺利的去服用，还有吸收营养跟补充这样子。Actually, proper nutrition and health are the fundamental human rights. So it is surprisingly that 1 out of 2 persons experiences difficulty swallowing pills. Pills got stuck in the throat, leave bad taste, or cause vomiting. So Boncha Bio's goal is to help everyone get the nutrient easily. That's the reason why we turn the supplement into candy form, and we use We use a nano vehicle to create the nano encapsulated nutrient and ensure better absorption to the body so that the millions of people can access to the nutrient that they urgently require but were previously unable to ingest easily. The whole concept is that the nutrients that you need in candies you love.
You're looking at Andrew. Andrew's
yeah.
That's right.
Some good taglines in there.
他们的 tagline 我其实大概是有一天在捷运上，我大概在30分钟内把他们的东西大概都想完了，就是因为他们本身就是思考脉络很清楚的一个团队。So when you have such clear thinking, it's actually pretty easy to write something snappy because the change that they want in the world is so clear. And this is another reason why it's not surprising to me that Cartier, their committees and their judges got the idea really, really fast.
Because I was just talking to Andrew earlier. Okay, I have to get this word right. Dysphagia, is that right?
Yeah, dysphagia. Yeah.
OK，
correctly.
就是吞咽困难嘛，就是因为很多人其实在吞药丸的时候，其实对他们来说是很困难。其实我也是 ，So I really need your product， 因为我真的觉得发现非常多的人，不管年纪老少，我觉得其实对于这方面都迫切的需求，尤其是我真的很讨厌像维他命这种，然后要吞咽，真的是很痛苦的一件事情。
Thank you. So 那是我们说的叫英文叫 peer-related dysphagia。然后它是跟药丸或者是胶囊相关的一个吞咽困难症。真的就如你所说，不论男女老少，他们其实都有这样相同的困扰。只是小孩跟老人可能会更明显一点，或者是在做一些治疗的人。
了解。Okay. So let's talk about Cartier Women Initiative. I just want to kind of start it off by asking, what was the moment that you decided to enter this competition?
When was the moment? The moment is that as soon as I received the call of the application, I still can remember it's about last June 4th. I received their email, and that was the moment that I decided to go for it. There were the two major reasons that I had to grasp this opportunity. It is because the first one that we planned to expand to the global market. And last year when the pandemic outbreak, everything stopped. So I needed to do something differently to help us to gain the visibility for our business. And the second reason is that I think Cartier Women Initiative isn't only a competition, and it's a fellowship program that they provide a long-term education and a networking opportunity for all the entrepreneurs. And different phases of business need different support and network. So if I want to shorten the time to enter the different market, so I'd better to find someone or find a network that could help me or help us to reach the different market and to reach more people that we can benefit them with our solution. So I think Cartier Women Initiative is a bridge to connect our solution with the world. That's why the reason why I try to apply for it.
I think this is really amazing because we're discussing your product a bit earlier. Taiwan has this habit of developing, either innovating or actually manufacturing really amazing things that globally no one knows comes from Taiwan.
Yeah.
And part of that is the visibility, whether it's ODM or OEM work, always working in the background. Yeah. And for you to grab this opportunity and go, I want to get global visibility, not just for yourself, but for all this hard work that you've put in throughout the years, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I can share one thing that 2 days ago, because of the Cartier Women Initiative, they released the media exposure in the different countries. And we got a message from one of my colleagues' relatives who lived in the United States. They said that her friend tried to reach her and ask for help because they want to buy our product, because they see our news and our information in Forbes.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's amazing. And they want to buy the high dose and high absorption cosmeceuticals for her kids. That's the reason why. And they found our website and they said, I don't see any product. I cannot buy the product because we are, and because she doesn't know that we work with the business customers. That's the reason why. And so that's the reason why she asked her friend, the Taiwanese friend, to help her to contact us.
Go and get in the back door, right? Find out the real connections.
Yeah.
Well, that's absolutely amazing. I mean, that does really show you that there are going to be a lot of people who really appreciate your product. Yeah. So I have a really quick questions. personally, I've been taking like biotin products, like in a gummy form, right? Like a lot of like gummy bear forms, for like kids, vitamin C, whatever, multivitamins. And then personally for me, I take like the biotin. What would be like the difference between what you produce with your nanotechnology and what, you're kind of like what we have in the market right now?
Yeah, in fact, there were many nutraceutical companies trying to make the functional candy with high dose and high absorption. But the biggest problems and the biggest challenges are the temperature and the pressure. They could not solve it, and it just stops. And we didn't stop. We found a way to solve it. And so we invented a new proprietary technology to produce our self-candyceutical with a low temperature and a low pressure. Because most of vitamin or the functional ingredients are heat sensitive. And when we are making the candies, the temperature is over 100 degrees, right? So basically you kill most of the ingredients and all the vitamins.
That's 100 degrees Celsius, right?
Yeah, 100 degrees Celsius. Yeah, so in fact, what we do is not a magic. We apply 5 innovations in one candyceuticals. That's because we ask for a little more, and we do lots of tests, hundreds and hundreds parameters and the formulas. And so we try and error and try to figure out how to make one candyceutical with a high dose and high absorption rate. And then that you can have a better absorption to your body. That's how we do it.
I'm just curious, looking at preparing yourself for this kind of competition, there's sort of 2 modes. Like you have your professional mode where you're dealing a lot of scientific or medical detail. But then when you go into this kind of competition, you have to make sure that you're clear, people understand your vision and how your company works. Could you talk a bit about either the challenge or the way that you prepared yourself to go into the competition?
Okay, so the most difficult part for me is to maintain a certain level of perfection, because I'm kind of perfectionist. And as you know, it's nearly a year-long and intense process. And so especially the Cartier Women Initiative will evaluate me from every aspect, not only our business model from the application form, but also the rigorous due diligence by expert panels, including the interview with the core teams, clients, and investors. And also we have a peer group learning session, tailor-made coach session, and etc. So during the whole process, I think that there is one kind of belief I need to keep being perfection, then I can pass the whole evaluation. And so especially sometimes the experts would challenge me when they have a different perspective. I would think that it's kind of frustrated. But I have to manage my mindset, especially I think that I realized that they are trying to help me to figure out what kind of things we were missing in the way that I communicate our business ideas. And they also try to help me out to come out with more feasible and more practical strategies that for our business and to help my business sustain by itself. The whole process, I think that time management is very crucial, and mindset management is very crucial as well. And that's the reason why I try to talk to myself, because sometimes I will have a self-doubt. And these all women they are so outstanding from each industry, each corner, and each country, and how to compete with them. And if you think about compete, and then you are in a competitive mode. So I think I should be in a learning mode, a growth mindset mode, then to learn from them and to enjoy the whole process. Then I can move forward and to deliver our impact.
Yeah, I think you pointed out something earlier when we were just chatting before the actual recording, that it's not so much just a competition, but it's an actual fellowship, which means there's a lot of connection. There's a lot of things to be gained from working with each other.
Yeah.
Could you talk a bit more about, that piece, like who you connected with or what really inspired you in seeing these other outstanding women?
I think the environment for the female entrepreneur is not that friendly, no matter in which kind of countries. So I think the most valuable thing that I learned from all these outstanding and amazing female entrepreneurs, they told me that it's okay to be different, and it's okay to speak up, and it's okay to run the business and to take care of the family at the same time. Because we always will lean back and to say that I don't have much time, and I need to take care of children, and after give the birth, and I need to put all my time and energy to take care of the family. But from them, you can see that each of them, they are doing something different. Each of them, they are deliver the change and deliver the impact to their society and the community, even though they run the business and to do the house church at the same time. And so that's the reason why that motivates me and inspire me, that I can learn a lot from them, not only their experiences from the industry they are in, but also their experiences, how to manage their life.
That's really amazing, because I remember remember doing research about you, and you did mention that the reason you wanted to produce this product, one is because your grandmother, right? And also because of your daughter. So a lot of your motivation comes from family, right? That's why you wanted to change the world with your product.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think my daughter is the driving force for me. Yeah, because my life has been shaped by 5 events, and they're all related to the health. And one was related to my daughter. Yeah, because the doctor forced me to have a bedridden during my pregnancy since the week 17. It's about 5 months. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But at that time, I was still running my business. And it is because of my daughter. And so it is the only way that I could save my daughter's life. Yeah, during that time, I have to take many medicines, and I can only stay in bed and not allowed to get off the bed. All I can do, eat and sleep and to take a bath on the bed. You can imagine that it's kind of struggle. And so I got a deep relationship with my daughter. And when my daughter was 3 years old, and she asked me a question before going to bed, she said that, "Mommy, will you go to see Buddha when you get old?" And I said, "Sure. Everyone will go to see Buddha when they get old." And it was the first time that we talked about that. And I know she meant that. And suddenly, and you in the dark, the room is still very dark. And she said, she started sobbing and cried out loud and said, "Mommy, can you wait for me? And can you wait for me till I get old enough, then we can go to see Buddhas together?" And at that moment, I feel a sudden sense of gratitude that I was in the healthcare industry, because what I do could not help many people to stay healthy with their family. They don't have to leave their family before they have to, and they can live in health conditions even though they have a difficulty swallowing pills. So that's the reason why keep me going on every day, even though I meet a lot of difficulty.
好感动。When you're telling me the story, I'm like, yeah, I understand. Because I think what you said before, again, it was like, as a women entrepreneur, 当女性创业家，有很多的，真的有很多的 juggle, because you got family, you got business, and you have to do both. 但是 it's possible, right? With your story, it is absolutely possible.
Yeah.
And maybe it doesn't have to be separate. Maybe it is because of the family that you can run your business.
Yeah. If you see it as your daily life, then you can try to find a way out how to balance the life and the work. And we don't need to separate them. Yeah, even though I'm practicing the English presentation, and my daughter will say, "Mommy, go to practice, and I can watch TV. Leave me alone."
Ulterior motives.
跟我女儿好像。So may I ask you, how do you practice on your own? Like, how many times a day, or do you set out like time for you to practice? How do you do that?
I didn't do the calculator, but so limited time. And so how did I practice, and how long, how many times? I have no answer for that, but I can share how did I practice it, because one of my major job is to let more people to know our business value and to know why we do, how we do, and what we do. So I have to deliver the positive impact to our prospects, to our partner and the suppliers. Then we can create a virtuous cycle. So as soon as we plan to reach the global market, I keep practicing. I keep bettering the whole business model, the whole business structures. Then I can present accurately and concisely to the various people and the different audience. For the English practice, I think I will try to find some quality time in my daily life, like after I knock down my daughter, when she goes to bed, I have a period of quality time. And also I will take advantage of time that when I go to the office, I got 15 or 20 minutes on the way, or also when I do the house church, and I will listen to the English webinar or podcast, etc. This is how and when I did the English practice.
So it sounds a lot to me that it's just you're maximizing these little moments of the day.
Yeah, little moment of the day. That is a great phrase.
Right. Your commutes, when you finally get your daughter to pass out, but just like grab those opportunities to test things out. Because as you said, like as your business structure changes, as certain things become clear, then you have to go back and practice the English explanation of that, right?
Yeah, exactly. And as for how did I practice, then, and that is when did I practice? How? There are two approaches that I would like to share. One is that I do mimic, someone called echoing or shadowing. It's and it's like when you listen to a sentence, you don't wait till a sentence finishes and you repeat word after word, and that I can try to listen to it or to follow its intonation and the pronunciation, etc. Yeah. That is one approach that I do. And the second one is that I will turn on the Zoom and to look at myself and to do the presentation, to do the mock presentation.
When you're doing the mimicking and echoing, is it things related to your business that you're, echoing after, or are you actually just finding like interesting TED Talks or speeches on the internet and doing your shadowing?
All kinds of materials that I'm interested in. But sometimes I will try to pick some specific webinar that is related to my field. And then, to speak English in the daily life and to present English, to do the English presentation in business, another thing. Yeah, so I need to find different kind of material or values from the various industry. Yeah.
所以你不只是 focus 在那种每一天的绘画上面，你会找跟你产业相关的一些专业的这种简报嘛，然后再去做一些模仿它的声音跟语调。
对。
I see.
The third approach is that get an expert to help you, like Andrew.
不需要
No, very important.
Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, you help me to how to answer the Q&A question. Yeah, and how to answer it in a structured way and more organized way. Yeah.
所以这就是很好的 transition 了。来 Andrew 大师，请问你在 coaching 的这个过程当中，你对 Corina 有没有特别在某一部分你有特别去想说你要在 coach 他在比如说 communication 上面有哪一些部分你觉得你特别加强的，还是哪部分你觉得 Corina 已经真的做得很好了？
对啊，我觉得他自己其实有一些东西很关键的是没有讲到的。他可能 Corina 也太谦虚了，而且我们今天听 Corina 这样讲，其实也大家要记得一点，他不是那种在国外念书念很久然后回来，他在台湾他在创业，他在 run 自己的公司，然后他也有自己的家庭，然后他找到这些破碎的时间，把自己练到一个他面对的那个是我们也会。
对啊，会紧张，
我们也会很紧张的因为那些国外的投资人还有专家很犀利，他会针对你的商业模式，还有全部都英文的针对你商业模式，然后再一直问，针对你的产品，对不对？他要经过法规认证是什么？它背后的科学原理是什么？这些都不是很容易念的字哦。所以，那 Corina 我记得第一次跟他练习那个 Q&A， 因为他只简报啊，就是5-6分钟那种演讲，他已经弄得蛮好的了。那但是一个很困难的是 Q&A， 就人家问你问题的时候你怎么回答吧。那我印象还很深刻，我第一次进去他们那个 session 的时候，他就给了我好几页的东西，他说这是我这次的对象。有5个人还是4个人我忘了，然后这个人是从哪个国家来的，然后他背景是什么，然后我要传达给他的，虽然是 Q&A， 但是我要传达给他的最主要的 message 是什么，他直接给我，然后这个主要 message 还有底下有一些证明这个 message 的 points，这些我要达到。我一看这个我就觉得他就已经赢过台湾很多人了，因为台湾很多人他们要进入一些这种国际的会议的时候，我连问他们说对方是谁他们都不知道，他们说就 IBM 的人啊，我说你知道 IBM 有多少人吗？你面对的是 IBM 的 CEO 还是 IBM 的业务，对方为什么要 take 这个 meeting？那 Corina 他就已经做好这个全部功课，然后他知道对方是谁，他知道他需要打到什么样的 message， 这个时候他就已经赢过人家一大截了。所以 Corina 我先帮你讲这一块我不知道你自己有没有记忆，
因为我平时觉得这是我该做的事情。
Exactly， 而且还是那个女儿昏迷过去以后做的。
太了不起了，是真的很了不起。
Yeah, what I like about earlier, but actually you're covering what Corina was, is she's very nonchalantly going, oh, I just prepared, I had a little time, I did that. But to Corina, to your own admission, you're a perfectionist. And actually the thing that we've heard from Andrew repeatedly about you is that you're a perfectionist and you prepare more than like anyone else he knows.
Yeah. Yeah, I prepare even that I'm in a dream.
What's the technique there? Please share more.
Can I please prepare when I'm in my dream?
How do we get more work hours in the day? This is the secret, by dreaming of preparation process.
Wow. Yeah. No, because I just keep thinking, and then so my brain never stops. Yeah. But it's kind of noisy sometimes that you cannot calm yourself down easily. Yeah. So I know that even when I sleep, I will still keep thinking about it all the time because my time is very limited. And so I have to take advantage of every little moment that I have.
So what you said earlier, time management, I think that just you show exceptional time management skills, which is, I think, really incredible for anyone, really. Like it just, your time is broken, like really broken. It's work, it's families, work is family, but you've managed to really utilize all the time that you have and just do this amazing project.
Thank you. So yeah, I don't know how I did it, even though I refer back. If I know this process is so tough, I don't know whether I got enough courage to do that again. Yeah, it's really tough, I think.
我个人很好奇的是，有没有一个 moment， 就是在面对可能 Cartier 那边的评审的时候，他们问一个问题，然后你自己回想的时候，你觉得，那个问题其实你回答的还不错。好，
他在摇头啦，大家听不到，
没有，
大家看不到，他在摇头。我觉得你太谦虚了，但
真的，
怎么是一个真的是一个很难的问题，然后你觉得你回答其实还蛮有架构，因为你稍早你有提到那个架构，对不对？就你怎么样回答人家问题的时候，还是让他有那种很明确的逻辑跟明确的架构在的。
准备的时候都会有架构的去准备，但是那次 Andrew 在指导我 coach 我们就是如何去有架构的回答问题的时候，我觉得是真的受益良多。但是那一次的 jury evaluation， 我准备的问题没有一题派上用场的，所以没有一题。
那他们问的问题都是你没有事先准备的吗？意思是这样吗？
对，都不用我事先准备的。
那你怎么应对啊？
对啊，
在这种情况下到底怎么样反应会比较？
对，我觉得大家都很想要知道。
Mindset management. I keep smiling and I keep answering it calmly, even though I don't know what I'm talking about. But I think I thought I tried to answer them in a structured way, an organized way at that time. But in fact, I was a bit panicked about the question they asked because they asked something that I didn't prepare and I cannot answer quite well at that moment. I need to think a lot. Yeah.
Do any specific questions come into your mind that you remember that they asked?
They asked a lot about FDA related question. Yeah, and the whole process. But as for what we do is the nutrition segment, but they ask for the medicine segment questions. So it's not kind of related. Yeah. And so I try to answer them and try to lead them and guide them, navigate them. Yeah, navigate is a good word. Navigate them back to the nutrition segment, not the medicine segment. Yeah.
Well, it's some really important like verbal kung fu where you're just like, okay, you can't just look at them since this is kind of an interview process and be like, you don't know what you're talking about. Stop talking about this, right? You have to very subtly and gently like push them back to the realm that you want to frame out.
Yeah, to the point that I want, because they just capture some information and they try to dig in, and the following up questions are all related to the medicine part. But what we do is related to the nutrition part instead of the medicine. Yeah.
这个可能就告诉我们 coaching 的时候有一个很重要的 element 是，万一他们问的问题全部都是跟你要原本想的路线没有关，那怎么办？
对啊，
就像 Corina 怎么弄那个对方觉得是跆拳道，但是其实是拳击，所以你还要把他们的腿挡下来，然后再跟他们说，我们现在要打拳咯，然后又一个腿来了，
现场又不能够让他们觉得你回答不上，但是真的当下是两个不同的方向，那如何去引导到后来你想要表达的重点，我觉得这是蛮重要。可是那时候的 Q&A 只有15 minutes， 我们有10几分钟都在上面。So Andrew 刚刚问我说他们有没有任何一个我觉得回答很好，我真的觉得可能跟原本设想的问题真的都不一样的时候就不知道，但是很幸运的还是可以晋级。对
当然因为都已经得主耶。那我在想其实你刚刚讲一个很重要，就是你的 composure， 你没有，虽然心中会慌，但是你看起来还是保持你那个 composure 的，然后 smile I think it's a really important thing because you know
yeah
it will mask a lot of the panic that you have inside 对，所以保持微笑。
对，就是重复帮自己争取一点时间，会重复他们的问题，然后多几秒钟去思考一下，把他们的问题 embed 在就嵌入在回答当中，然后多几秒钟思考，然后并且去回复他们。真的我必须说那一次是我有点蛮挫折的，是真的没有一题是在我的准备当中那但是我觉得事与愿违是常态嘛对，那就是接受它，面对它，那以及就是当下你要以什么样子的心理状态最佳的 mindset 去回应。那我觉得 be authentic to it. Yeah, be authentic is a powerful way, I think. Yeah, 然后你要如何是很 authentic 知道说我后来的想法是我真正的目的是传递我们的这个解决方案，传递糖果胶囊的价值，然后传递它是真的可以连接到更多的人，然后一起帮助我们去服务更多的消费者。那我觉得如果能做到这件事情，当下的经历都是值得的。So I don't see them as a challenge, but I see it's a process to lead us to be excel.
我觉得你刚刚讲那个非常的难得 Yeah, and I'm sure that's exactly why you're able to overcome all these barriers despite the fact that you know you prepped for everything and then none of those questions got asked, but I think everything that you prepped, it still shows through. That's definitely for sure. I mean, if you met anyone and they told you that, they wanted to apply for, you know, the Cartier Women Initiative next year, do you have any advice for them?
Yeah. Okay. So if I meet the founder or entrepreneur, a female entrepreneur that she wants to apply for Cartier Women Initiative, I will definitely encourage her to go for it but I would to advise for her. First is that you need to have time to take advantage of all these amazing opportunities that Cartier offers. Yeah, because I only had the time to do once. To do that once we were big enough to I have a bit of team, and my team can take off day-to-day pressure so that the Cartier can invest more in me and in the other women entrepreneur. They are pursued to be excel. And the second is that if you don't strive to be the average, but you strive to be the best, and I think Cartier Women Initiative will be the right choice for you. Yeah, and if she has a desire to lead the company globally, then I think Cartier Women Initiative is the one that is the best sisterhood community for all of us. Yeah, so just go for it.
And I have one extra question that I asked you before this recording. Did you get anything from Cartier?
They give the grant. And also they give us a lot of things. They give a lot of support from 3 parts. One is the financial support, financial capital support. And like as a selected to be a laureate, I got $100,000 as a grant. Yeah. Wow. And also they will try to map you with the right investors or try to teach you how to do the fundraise and something like that. And second is the human capital support. And we will have a chance to attend the in-seed program, the in-seed, and it is a program for the entrepreneurship. Yeah, because there is no one fit all course for the entrepreneur, and being an entrepreneur actually is kind of a lonely journey. Yeah, you need different. No one can teach you how to do that, and only yourself to get some opportunities and to learn by yourself. Yeah, the third one, and the first one is financial capital support. Second is human capital support. The third one is social capital support. Yeah. Okay.
Social capital support. What do you mean by that? Could you give us an example?
Yeah, they will get some expert to help you to define your social impact, how to measure your social impact, and how to track it, and how to enlarge your impact, etc. That's what I get from the Cartier. They support a lot.
That's amazing.
It's far more valuable than the jewelry itself.
And then the bracelet, or the watch. Yeah, good.
That's arguable.
Depends on valuable to who, right?
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
我有最后一个问题。对于一个如果别人他们也必须要去参加这种国际的竞赛啊，然后他们觉得自己的语言，你稍早有提到那个 echoing 吗？是 echoing 吗？就跟着人家那一起练那个 shadowing。除了这个之外，还有什么其他的 resource 啊，或者是工具啊，或者是课程啊，还有什么其他资源啊，或者你觉得是超级有用的？
现在不是网络上很多那种 app 可以有 AI 的辨识吗？可以你练习发音，我觉得这个也应该蛮有用的。跟到完全 nature 还是会有一段差距，但它会帮助你可能从你没有注意到的细微的发音到可能你会注意到，那到但是我觉得 mimic 或者是 echoing 或者是 shadowing 才会你真的去听这些比较母语人士的发音的时候会更有帮助。对。
因为真的你很不容易，是你真的没有在国外念书，
就你短暂的，但是不是那种长期在国外，就是短暂，就是几个月这样子的。
那你对于英文这个 relationship， 你是从很早开始就是比较正面的吗？还是说你是稍微会有点恐惧感？因为其实蛮多人他对语言来讲，他本来就是会有点恐惧，所以他在这个过程当中他的心态必须要转变。那我不知道你有没有这样类似的？
因为太完美主义了，所以你在讲的时候你很怕讲错，你会怕你会讲很 silly 的话啦，或者是很蠢，或者是文法用错啦，或者是什么，但这真的是一个必经过程，你必须先经过你会怕的过程，你才会勇敢去面对它。真的勇敢不是你不害怕，而是真正勇敢是即使你害怕，你还是会去面对它。我觉得在面对 Cartier Women Initiative 我也是这样子的，有经历过这样的过程，因为我知道那些人都超级专业，各国的评审，然后每一个国家口音都不同。 那他的 accent 不同的时候，然后他的 culture 不同的时候，他问问题的方式也不一样。那你要如何在这么短的时间之内，然后能够传递出公司的愿景，然后传递出你真实的你是什么样的人，然后还有你能够专业的回答这些整个有逻辑性专业回答他们所想要知道的事情的时候，我真的觉得这也是我的恐惧。这一开始是我的恐惧，我也可以很轻松决定说我就不参加了，这是逃避，但是这没有是真实的去面对自己内心的一个声音。所以我觉得任何事情不管是不是学语言或者是在事业上，有恐惧是正常的，会害怕会担心是正常的，但是真正的是即使在害怕跟担心之下还能够有足够的力量去面对它的时候才会精进。
那时候当做简报这样问答，你觉得语言的准确度要是100%才好，还是说你刚刚一直讲到 authenticity 这件事情，你觉得哪个是比较重要的？
我觉得两件事都很重要，就是看回答的当下这个问题是跟哪个有关。因为我会讲到 authenticity 是有时候你会觉得分享一些事情是会让自己看起来很 weak 或者 vulnerable，但是有时候的分享是让你更让当下的听众或者是哪一个族群也好都更认识你，知道你为何要做这件事情，你为什么要去创这个业也好，或者是他冒出这样子的 solution 也好，我觉得这是一个很重要的事情。那至于回答专业面的问题，我还是会觉得更精准的更有架构的回应的话，会当下的事情是更好。所以有时候像 Q&A 完，我会当下觉得说我现在知道怎么回答会更好，但已经没有机会了。
你刚刚讲的那个是很好的结尾，但后面我还必须要加一个，就是你会觉得那个已经过去了，已经没有机会了。但 actually 其实也不一定是这样，因为你看那些回答问题什么很厉害的人，你都觉得哇，怎么有办法现场变出来？那其实不是他现场变出来的，那个是他经历很多其他失败的访谈跟 Q&A 才出来，所以他是那种一夜间的成功，通常是好几年促成的一夜间成功。就像临场的 there's a saying, right? The best spontaneous responses were made years in advance.
One person who embodies that is Simon Sinek. Like you'll see interviews with him and it looks like just they'll ask him a question and he'll off the cuff totally give this really amazing speech. But then you'll find other interviews where he gave the exact same speech. So he's perfected this over time. It's not, and it's just like the one version of it is what everybody knows. But that's not the first time that he's done that. Yeah.
就像你刚刚所讲的，你之前所 prep 的这些所有的内容，你觉得没有被问到，但其实我觉得你所准备的其实就是在你为什么你当场可以回答这些问题，你很非常顺的可以 navigate 他们从医学的到你们的营养的部分。我觉得因为你已经有做这些准备，所以他其实已经在幕后是在帮助你，就跟刚刚Andrew 所讲的 It's all the experience.
Thank you. 因为在台湾其实比较少有讲英文的环境，所以而且即使学生时期很常讲英文，但现在离学生时期也很久了。对，所以要如何的再去熟悉，然后或者也不是一些 small talk 而已，而是要更专业呈现的时候是需要花一点功夫的。就像刚刚 Andrew 讲的，真的是台上1分钟，台下10年功，真的就是要慢慢练，慢慢蹲。
真的。
Right.
Awesome. Before we wrap up, is there any last thing that you want to share or any last minute advice?
Our big goal is to help everyone get nutrients with ease, and the reformation of one candy pharmaceutical can impact so many people in so many ways. degeneration can be delayed and illnesses can be prevented, and creating a virtuous cycle from individual to family and to society at large. And so we hope everyone can be healthy in this critical moment. And thank you.
谢谢你。
好
OK，
谢谢 Corina，
谢谢，
Thanks a lot, Corina.
拜拜。
拜拜。
如果你喜欢我们的 podcast， 欢迎来追踪我们的主管英文 Executive Plus 的 Facebook， 那也可以写信到我们的信箱yourcareerplus@gmail.com。